All right, and we're going. So, hello. We're gonna do another Eldritch Moon draft, and with me I have Kaz.
Yep, I'm here.
Kaz is here.
Woo.
So, have you seen any of this set as far as like played through, or
Like some,
okay,
basically not.
okay,
Anytime you guys were talking about a card, like being like, this is the thing. If only we had this spell. I'm like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about or what it could do in this situation.
okay.
So,
Just
so
reference the card, and yeah,
it's cute. It's like, it keeps me on my toes from a design sense, and I get to be like, hey, well, what would be beneficial in here other than a card that, says your opponent loses the game or some nonsense like that.
barring that card barring us getting Othanope's gift, you know.
Yeah.
Freaking Othanope's gift.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm a little upset about that. It took me a while to realize it, but now that I have, I'm just I'm just upset.
I like the first time I saw the card, I thought, "Wow, that's really interesting and cool." And it seems familiar. Why does that seem so familiar?
Does it's like this cool, powerful, or familiar? Okay,
Okay.
that's a big old rare.
So this rare is you can reveal it from your hand to have your life total be 26 at the start of the game. Also, your life total is 26. Um,
Okay, unplayable.
yeah.
Hooray!
We have Wild Mongrel,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Skull Snake.
I'm
Got it.
I'm kind of interested in Skull Snake because Wild Mongrel's pretty sweet. What's cool in here? Uh, there's the Graph Harvest, which is like a zombie engine.
Well, that's not like the worst. I
Right.
mean, it seems like it would take forever to get going, and it turns off your own delirium. So that's a little
Yeah.
awkward. Contingency plan. What is Jace looking at?
Jace is. You should see Jace with hands outstretched and Jace with hands doing the no cross hands. Those are the two plans, I guess. I'm going with the Skull Snake because Wild
Not an
Mongrel.
exciting first pick, but
No, but
a pick.
right, Wild Mongrel is like a known thing, and like we can work with that. Our rare is Wolf in power armor.
It's very silly.
There's not a ton that stands out in this one.
Well, you could have another bear. Just beat people down. Green white bears.
Yeah, already.
Like,
That's not bad.
I
I,
mean,
I
is that the pick over Geist of the Lonely Vigil, whatever the hell that is?
it has Defender and then Delirium can attack.
Oh, that's probably gonna get killed by that.
Yeah. There's also It of the Horrid Swarm.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, two insects. How can I lose?
Yeah. I'm with Bear. I like aggressive deck. Let's pick the
Yeah,
good.
like we won't have an exciting deck, but we'll have a functional one and just take aims that way. I hope.
So we have there's some blue in here, like the Sorcery Speed Repulse.
Mm-hmm.
Or this card that what is missing two lines of text secretly. I don't know. I'm not really interested in either of the on color. Like Fiendbinder's not bad.
I think Fiendbinder might be the thing that we want, actually.
Like have that as our top end.
Right, like right. If we're the beatdown deck, then something that like turns sideways and like gets a blocker out of the way is great.
Yeah, like this is the other card I was looking at too. Was this emerge thing of just like, oh yeah, top of deck a thing, but I don't. Yeah.
So we're off to a mess start.
Oh, you want the aggressive
Oh,
start.
hell yes. We will never flip this, but I don't care.
No, that's fine. It's only 5 to flip. So this is our top end. That's it. That's we play Fiendbinder on 4, and then flipping this is like the most expensive thing in our deck. Of other things, we also have like Steadfast Cathar. This set is full of good 2-drops, by the way. Just like this is a good. Yeah, check out this Piker.
That's one hell of a Piker.
It's a Piker that's not a Piker. There's also, and then we have Piker that's Kithkin. Kithkin. I've said the name of this before.
Right.
Skirmisher.
Why not have right.
And then
I was trying to think of Dagger Dare, but that's something else.
Dagger
Like,
Dare is
taps
in the.
to do a thing.
And that's even in this set. Kithkin Dagger Dare.
Oh my god, they put the Kithkins are back.
Well, it's human. Ooh.
First strike, lifelink.
If you gain 3 or more life, flip it to a 4/4 first strike trample lifelink.
Okay.
There's also a Prey Upon.
That might not work for us, frankly.
It still might be just fine. I think it's between these two.
Right, well, I mean to say that I like Lone Rider better than Prey Upon in that sense. It's like if we're gonna have nothing but small guys, what will we prey upon?
Well, I mean, like, even, like, discard a card to Noose Constrictor, make it a 3/3, and then crush or something like that. Basically,
I guess that could possibly work.
Basically, we need some pump to make this work, but we want tricks in this deck.
We definitely want pump anyway.
Let's commit to trying to make, like, this is just the deck that wants combat tricks. Ooh. Or we, like, if we really wanted to go in.
And there was one of those in the previous pack, too. What a silly card.
Yeah. There's also Ironclad Slayer.
There's also Woodland Patrol. I mean,
I think
if we're going to go with, like...
Well, they're the same stat line.
They are. It's like a 3-mana 3/2 with stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, return an Aura card? That could be awesome,
yeah,
actually.
that's why I like it.
Hold
Like,
on.
yeah, there's auras we could definitely get with this.
Okay, no, I believe. I believe in Ironclad Slayer, and the Lunarch Mantles will come late, and it will be great. It'll, like, sacrifice a land and go over the top with our flipped-out lifelink Horseman.
So here's that Kithkin Dagger Dare. It's the human Dagger Dare.
Oh, well, Kithkin Dagger Dare was also a bear.
Yeah, I know. This is not. It's the same style. Swift Spinner?
That is, strictly speaking, a creature.
Well, especially compared to, like, a 3-mana rebuke or revoke existence, the worst combat trick I've ever seen, or Peace
What if, like, a 1-mana 1/2 is okay?
I don't think we have the humans to make it out. Like, it's not even enough to make Lone Rider, like, huge.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Or maybe we just keep having, like, these in the day,
Wait.
and the Dagger Dare would just be fine if we have, like, enough humans where it's like, yeah, human.
Human asterisk.
Human enough. Ooh.
Bard Grace.
Are we a deck that wants...
That is pump, but there's that human man again.
Right. Like, do we just commit to us being on the front foot?
Maybe Bard Grace is how we win, though. Come to think.
Yeah, this is...
I think that we want one of these in the deck more than we want one Crossroads Consecrator in the deck.
I agree with that.
Okay.
When
would you ever twine this? Like, that seems so useless.
When we have 5 mana. Also, here we get the Geist anyway.
Yeah! Geist anyway.
Which I don't think is doing anything for us, but, you know. Hey! Alright, fine.
Alright.
Let us
Human man is finally here.
I'm gonna take the playable creature. I'm gonna take the...
Human Druid. Huh.
I don't want an 0/3, that's not us. I'm gonna steal the fake Factor Fiction.
Okay. Gonna play Chester's gambling game.
Yeah, we're gonna have Marvelous Chester ask us some questions, and then we're gonna kick him off a cliff.
Long. You've got quite some nerve.
So we're like trying to be the most aggressive deck in the format. I like it.
Like how we have no removal at all.
What's removal? We passed a Prey
I
Upon.
don't need that. We did because it wouldn't function.
Ooh, so you want removal? Check this out.
Hell yes.
Check this out. That's removal, and that's even recurable removal.
That's disgusting.
That's the pump for our lone rider. That's, I mean, also there's like permeating mass, but that's something sillier. Also, I hate this. They change it so the sort puts the basic land up front, so there's always a card below the cut, and I can't like, I don't like if I go by rarity, it doesn't like I can't move this land.
Huh.
Also, oh man, okay, so can you see this on the foiling effect?
Oh no, he's got the little Amazon hat. It's inside his hat. It's on his mind. He's thinking Arby's, but instead of Arby's, it's Avison.
And yes, it's definitely instead of Arby's, it's Avison. Okay, so removal, pump, we got great. This is the kind of card we wanted for our deck. Aggressive
Yeah, for
removal.
sure.
I want to put that on Lone Rider and just
Great. Remove your guy. Attack for 3. Oh, a lifelink. Oops, my guy is huge.
okay. Well, we have a cat. That's not useful to us, but we have it.
Come on, flip cards. Flip cards are powerful. Lay it on me.
We got an 0/3 for 3. Good start. When it comes to play, sacrifice another permanent to make a 3/2 Eldrazi Horror. And if you have Delirium, it flips into a 3/5 that lets you sack non-Eldrazi to turn them into 3/2s.
That seems okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's we play it, sack a land, and then like we get so it's a 3/2 and an 0/3, and then if it flips, it's a 3/2 and a 3/5. Sad the Lunarch Mantle didn't come back around, but I'm happy to. This is something worthwhile.
Pretty sure that Extricator is better for us than Lunarch Mantle here.
Agreed.
I'm not even reading cards in other colors.
This is like this is probably the most powerful thing around in other colors because it's
sorcery.
Yeah, Volcanic Hammer.
Uncommon Volcanic Hammer. Sweet.
Okay, so our rare is Sigarda's Aid. But let's ignore that because we have a lot more things to worry about. Okay.
Do anything.
So we have Courageous Outrider, which is card draw on a 3/4. We have a Windrake.
Okay.
We have Prey Upon.
Great.
We have +2/+2 on a equipment.
Bad Volshock Battle Gear. Got it.
Yep. We have Uvenwald Captive.
Squire.
And we have Wolfkin Bond, which is a bad Knightly Valor.
Oh. Hey, picking that up with the dude would be pretty hot. What is Threedom's Standard Bearer?
Discard a card to make a 1/1.
It's a pretty pompous name you got there, because I don't see that guy going anywhere near standard.
I'm going to go with removal for us. Ooh, more Lone Rider. So you know what I think this deck needs is in pack 3. There's that equipment that's the sensor, the
True Faith Sensor.
well, it gives
I've heard
+2.
that.
It gives +2/+1 to humans.
Heh. Hey, Slayer's Cleaver would be okay too
If
for
that
this deck. Just like
if that equip cost wasn't 4.
I know.
If that equip cost wasn't 4.
Fine.
I wanna believe in Lone Rider.
No, we'll just have to like equip a Lone Rider, sacrifice attack it,
Well-
and then play a second Lone Rider.
No. Here's the trick: if we just get 3 of them and have all 3 of them deal combat damage.
Actually, wait, he has First Strike?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy with Slayer's Cleaver. What am I thinking?
Ooh, more Prey Upon or a Fiend Binder. Or a Cultist Staff.
I'm liking the Fiend Binder, frankly.
More so than Prey?
Creature it up. Yeah. I mean, once over again, my reasons for not picking the first Prey Upon that we saw. I just don't believe that it'll be relevant. We would really want like a, I don't know, like a 2/3 eat something.
Yeah, it would have to be like the Cathar or something like that.
Right? Like after it attacks, that's awkward.
I think I'm definitely fine with Prey Upons in the deck, but I think having these... I don't know. I think this one's the stronger card in the abstract, but this one fits more with what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm keeping you ruthlessly on theme.
Extricator of Sin #2 versus Guardian of Pilgrims #2.
That's tough.
Yeah. Like, I feel like this is the strong... Well, not stronger, but more aggressive option, right? Like, what's the...
Then again, he just turns a land into a 3/2. Isn't that perfect?
Yeah, kinda. We don't want...
Like, we don't want those extra lands.
We literally are curving at 4. But this is such a good 2. Like, this is so good with, like, Lone Rider.
Replaceable.
I don't...
It is absolutely replaceable compared to Extricator.
I'm going with the Guardian. I don't think it is. I think it's replaceable, but I think it's the best at that option.
And like immediately we get a generic white 2-power 2-drop.
Well, here's the trick. I'd play like something like 9 copies of a generic white 2-power 2-drop.
Okay. I don't think that there's like a huge push one way or the other because we already have like one of each. I'm really happy about Extricator #1. I would be happier with #2.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Fiend Binder, but somehow...
Yeah.
I don't know what this is doing in the pack, but...
Abyssinian Priest, huh? Back.
You talk about...
a garden.
You talk about irreplaceable things. I think I found...
Yeah, there's... Nothing does what that does.
Yeah.
Thirsting Axe.
Yeah, +4/+0, and if you didn't damage a creature, sack it. So if they just take the hit...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woodcutter's Grit? I only had time to read the name.
Do we want another one of these or another Crossroads Consecrator? These are getting good now. We have something like 12 humans.
Yeah, let's pick the human.
Like
did we get that human who draws humans?
No, we didn't because that was against I picked a removal spell so that we had a Prey Upon.
Yeah. Okay.
Mostly the 4 cost on it was like the... I mean, top end's fine to have, but... oh, hey,
Sweet.
I will actually take a Lunarch Mantle. That's okay.
Vaguely playable thing, we think.
Oh, and we got that human you talked about anyway.
No, whatever.
Whatever.
Okay,
Whatever.
Wait, Cathar's Shield. That's a reprint of something?
Yeah, it was +0/+3 in Vigilance on an O.
So a quarter shield?
Yeah. It's there for you in... Do I want Standard Bearer?
Sure. Turn on Delirium for our flyer. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Peace of Mind. How you doing? I got another Peace of Mind. And okay, we got our artifact kill for Gnome, who's been...
Springsage. I could use some Springsage.
Yeah, the Spring's Age. The Age of Spring is upon us.
Is that like Age of Empires, but all the tile sets are spring?
Yeah.
Spring themed.
Maybe it's like Age of Mythology.
Mm.
Oh, all right.
Cherry all over the place. We have non-token creatures.
We have a lot of them. Also, +1 power. Also,
wait, what does Dusk Watch Recruiter do?
It's the best uncommon in the set.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Sadly, it's up against a disgusting rare, but you know.
Oh.
that sucks because
Man, that's rough.
this is literally a disgusting rare versus a disgusting uncommon. Like, this is the uncommon that's not only like a bear, but it gives us something to do, and we have all of our mana, and also makes things cheaper, and like, so our curve stops at 3. But like, always watching with like what we have going, which is an aggressive deck.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Maybe we can be like non-green somehow. Like we pull mono white out of it.
Honestly, it's kind of getting close to that. Like, our green is replaceable here because it's like, this is just a 2-drop. It's a good 2-drop. Like, it could be mono white.
That would be really exciting.
Let's keep an eye on that and try to value white over green then. Oh. Hi.
Or we'll just pick that.
What if we
and not look back?
What if we have a way to make our lone rider and have enough power?
For real equipment. Do we literally have any creatures in the deck? Okay, Slayer's Blade.
Well, wait, how many of them are humans? All of them? All of them. I'm feeling mono white now. Also, we're just this huge... The only thing our deck is missing is removal.
Yep. We have the one aura that can sort of remove something, and we have a Sigardian Priest.
So at this point, at this rate, what next? Like, do I get Avacyn in my next pack, and we just call this like a freaking like?
Yeah, somehow Avacyn made it past 2 players. I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's realistic. Okay,
like, nah, there was like a foil Grizzlebrand in this.
How about something like Thalia's Lieutenant then? You know, that'll be the rare that gets past 2 players because you have to be the human deck to want it. Also, like, I don't want anything else in this pack, so...
Yeah. Goodbye, Fiery Temper. I'm glad the green is not tempting in the least.
Yeah.
Hell, the white wasn't either, come to think. Inspiring Captain, eh?
Yeah, that's a good top-end thing, I feel. Also, again, if we have a bunch of cards that make our Lone Riders good, then we're really strong.
Wait, also, is Lone Rider what became of Inspiring Captain? Look at that. Huh?
Oh my god.
Got a new job. He's still a human knight.
Yeah. Also, like,
be the same.
Lamholt Pacifist is a strong card if you have Always Watching, but, because, you know.
Yeah, that's decent.
We're not heavy on 4s because, like, this is not really in the deck. I don't really think Swift Spinner's aggressive enough for us anymore. Like, I could pick the Pacifist and, like, but I don't... I'm gonna go with the Captain.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm unstoppable.
Yeah.
Oh
man, I kind of want to keep the Crossroads Consecrators in the deck if we're gonna have like Thalia's Lieutenant.
Right. Like,
because by comparison, our...
You know what we need? We need to find like Thraben Inspectors.
Wait, does Thraben Standard Bearer make additional humans?
It does.
Oh.
Which is
then.
Why it's now it actually might stay in the deck. I'm calling it. Let's see if this is doable.
This is exciting.
Yeah, Thalia's Lieutenant. So we need Thalia's the Inquisitors. That's what we need. I'll accept a True Faith Sensor though. That's also a piece of equipment that's really good with what we have going on. Like, it on Lone Rider is very strong.
Mm. This would be great. We're always on color.
Mm-hmm. Heck, so I don't know if it's possible anymore because we only have 3 more picks that are packs we haven't seen. But like, I want 2 Thraben Inspectors to fill out the 1-drops. I don't think that's realistic to want though anymore. What other 1-drops could I get in this set? The Rabble Rouser, the Town Rabbleman. I don't know if we can make 16 lands because I don't think we have enough playable cards for that. Oh.
Exile target creature, eh?
Yeah.
I accept.
We were just talking about how removal was one of the weak points of the deck.
Man, next to Vessel of Ephemera, that's a little sad.
Yeah, I'd be alright with Vessel as well.
Vessel is pretty terrible, but it's like exactly what we want, frankly.
Right. Like, yeah, okay, it doesn't get always watching boosts, but like it gets a ton of other boosts. Like we have a Trumpet Blast, you know?
Yeah. Trumpet Blast.
We're gonna be playing a Trumpet Blast. Well, it's technically Fortify with Entwine, okay? Like that's what this is. It's that Fortify from Time Spiral. Oh.
I accept. I mean, we're in the right color, I suppose.
Yeah. Also, what the heck's this doing here? Like, this is a pretty strong card for, like, the end. Yeah, like, I am thinking about that Expose Evil, but this is literally also removal with, like, True Faith Censor. I don't feel like having 6 4-drops is going to be the end of the world.
Giant Growth. Known white card.
Yeah. Especially when it's versus, like, not, like, Dog or... Yeah, Iggy. We have Iggy here, or a 5-drop. 5 mana. I don't even know what that looks like.
You can't gin up 5 mana. That's way too much.
Alright, so this is...
Oh, we might have just gotten ourselves to 16. That would be hella exciting.
It's possible. I don't know what we have in our wheel here. I
accept.
Yes? I'm very happy with this deck because this shouldn't happen.
You guys are like obsessed with 17 lands. I have played many an aggressive deck in my time, and let me tell you, there were plenty of them where I went down to like 13 lands and I was still overdrawing. I mean, granted that had like 5 1-drops in it, but whatever. I think for real that we could do 16 and be the better off for it. Especially since we picked up like straight, like we still have to make a cut. Even if I demand 16 lands, we still have to make a cut.
Yeah.
That's how crazy this is.
I'm very happy that this just somehow ended up mono white.
Signals. Mono Slayer's Blade.
Mono Thalia's Lieutenant. We have 2 anthems. That's real. Yeah, I'm kind of with the idea there that if we are going to make a cut, one of the 4-drops is what we'd want to cut, you know? Let's actually...
I don't remember what Courageous Outrider does.
That's the look at your top 4 and grab a human.
Oh my god, okay, yes. We want that.
Which
we're going to keep that compared to, like...
In this deck... Let me check out the humans. We have human, human. The Outrider, so Outrider can't find itself. Oh, human. So far, every creature I've found so far is a human, and everything else is a spell. Let's do the sort group creatures separately. Oh, human.
Holy shit.
Human.
Holy...
Human. Oh, spirit.
Oh no! Human. We almost shot the moon.
This is not Pokemon. This is something else. This is something more normal. Anyway, I need to like get these out of there so that yeah, okay, come back to me. So yeah, we have oh man, we have that Lunarch mantle too.
Sweet.
That's actually pretty cool. With like, we don't have evasion much here, so like just being able to be like, yo, my lone rider jumps. Yeah, there's no way I'm cutting. I don't want to cut 2-drops. Is basically the thought. For me, I think it's like it might be Abyssinian missionaries. Like we have 2 pieces of equipment, and it is removal.
Do you think it's too conditional then? Like, we're just never going to pull together them and the equipment?
Yeah. And that and like I feel like the fiend binders are kind of important.
Yeah, this is the choice between consistency and power. I think we want consistency.
Right, because I mean we seem to have a lot of power on our side at the mo. Fiend binders.
So yeah, there we go. We got Abyssinian missionaries from our mono white deck with Slayer's Blade in it. Yeah.
Perfect. Fiend binders, not dissimilar to removal. The standard bearer this is here for like those games when we draw a bunch of lands. Like this is basically every land past 4 can get tossed, you know? Every single one of them.
Thales Lieutenant.
Yeah, and then and pumps. It doesn't get always watching, like that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it still works with Thales Lieutenant, and they still work with Slayer's Plate, you know?
Is there a red card? Man, this is driving me nuts. I'm gonna go look something up.
Okay. I'm not going to include Warped Landscape, because that's silly. One other thing I need to check. Group creatures separately. So, the Ironclad Slayer can get back our 2 pieces of equipment and the Lunarch Mantle. And the Faith Unbroken. Okay. So that's good.
Goblin Heel Cutter.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Heel Cutter, but I mean, Heel Cutter had another spicy line of text.
Yeah, Heel Cutter. This guy ain't, but
no,
I accept nonetheless.
Basically, this is Heel Cutter if you just kind of like white out the line that says you can play it for 3. So yeah. Anyway, these are the 4 cards we can get back with the Ironclad Slayer. And that's fine, because, like, getting back Lunarch Mantle, if we get 2 for 1 on it, is cool. And, like, if they somehow answer our equipment, I'd like to be able to get it back. You know?
Oh, it's his plate.
Yeah. He's the Slayer.
Excuse me. I need to pick up this plate.
Check out the shoulders. They're the same spiky... well, they're actually a slightly different set of spiky shoulders. Anyway, let me combine groups, and then... Let's add in planes. The deck build is very simple. That's why I've been... whoever's worried about time, don't worry about it. We're all good.
This is beautiful. We don't have any flyers, but if we find we need them, we have a defending flyer in the side, and we can jump with an aura.
Yes.
Or we could also side into a green deck and have reach at that time, but...
Yep.
That's...
The only thing I wish is that we did have the inspectors that I talked about, because that would give us a better curve and a little more consistency. Because that's consistency and power, like both for us. So.
And cats. Consistency, power, and cats.
Yes.
Where's my cat?
Well, Cinnamon's just enjoying like sitting by the window and meowing, which is Cinnamon's pastime. Are we on the play? We are on the play against Undead Bubba. Oh, I see 3 lands, Lone Rider, and the way to flip it.
Sure. My God.
Super rudeness is here.
Sad to see no 1-drop, but we don't have very many, actually.
Right, we only actually have 1-drop. Well, it's not my cat. It is Luke's cat. It's just a cat who happens to be here. All right, Lone Rider.
Yeah, we get to hella pump this guy next turn.
Yeah. I want them to just play a 2. That isn't kill my Lone Rider. All right. Do I want to play Sigarden Priest, or do I want to just attack for 3?
I think you get to do both.
Well, I guess, like, Guardian of Pilgrims was actually the other.
Right.
Let's attack.
Yeah.
So, at the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life, that's turn transform. Okay. Also, like, I would love it if my opponent...
this is the most suspicious thing in the world.
Yeah. Call me out.
But, oh my god, beautiful.
Excuse me?
It wasn't a bluff.
What did you think this was?
So we gain 3 life. Our guy flips into something redonkulous.
Yeah,
His guy is dead.
It trample first strike
And-
4/4.
Right, and the next creature that he makes is going to get tapped down forever.
Yes, because we have the extra mana for that now. All right, and so yeah, now we have a 4/4, 4/4, first strike trample lifelink against a red deck. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
What do you think his second color is?
Damn. I'm so happy that the Lone Rider works. Like, what did you think that bluff was? Like,
Me with my 3 untapped lands.
ooh. We can keep this, because even if we never draw another land, we have Thraben, Standard Bearer, and Borrowed Grace. So we can just, like, make a team of 1/1s and kill. So.
I think we would have to draw another land for that.
Well, right. But in the meantime, until we draw the extra land, we can... blue was the answer.
Okay. That's good.
Oh. Hi. Sigarden Priest is here.
Like mono white, almost mono humans.
Yep, there's that bear again. So I kind of want to play the Cathar. Ooh.
Oh my god. So, like, next turn, if we draw a land, we can hold up our stupid trumpet blast.
And if not, we have 2 drops for days. So this, like, dies to what, like, I'll make mischief or something? No, he's just bouncing it. He already saw how this game ends. He doesn't want to be there. Okay. So our opponent molt is 6, and they're on 4 in hand now. We only need to see 2 more lands for... Actually, I guess I'd actually want to see 3 lands total in the rest of the game, so that, like, we can have Priest up and cast 4 drops. You know?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Bold. Well, I guess they don't want to keep it up to block.
Yeah, they
That's
already...
another, like, deck full of combat tricks.
Ooh, okay. I really need to draw the land right now.
Sweet.
I think we attack with both, then. Because I'm willing to make that trade if that happens, and I'm going to play the trick regardless.
Trumpet blasted.
Alright, so now we have,
Oops, my guy is absurd. Woo!
Now, does he have more bounce? That's the question. Because bounce is quite effective against my guy. We have, like, the Outrider that gets a... This is a really good body. Because we need more of those. Like, this really is... Yep, alright. Doing the rundown. Damn! Excuse me. My opponent's here for the rushdown. Good thing I have a 4/4 lifelinker in play.
Right? And if we draw a land, we can exile his guy and make it 6.
Yeah, which I will do. If not, I will likely play Guardian of Pilgrims, unless something...
I just wanted to show you the fury.
The fury. Okay.
Oh my god.
Do I want to hit that Rides as one?
What blue instants are there?
There's not any bounce. That's all 2. Like, honestly, I think if he had a blue instant, he would have used it for more damage there, right?
Let's crush him.
Like,
whatever.
Do I put it? I put it on it. That yeah, I can. This is fine. Screw diversity. What's diversity of threats? I don't know what diversity of threats is.
We're getting more life against the red deck.
Yeah.
That's the reason to do it that way, I think.
This is a tap, like tap target. Oh. Enchanted creature gets -X when it's 0, where X is the number of cards in your grave. Okay, so now it's a 4/6. That's fine. I still get to attack with that.
So that was the big trick.
Yeah.
By the way, my hand is nothing but gas, and I can draw additional humans.
Yeah, I think like this turn is going to be like Guardian plus Sigarden. Yeah, okay.
Okay. It's not going to be.
We got the ultra bad horse got it. The it that rides as one.
God, he flips into a complete sentence.
Yes, he flips into a complete sentence. It that rides as one. All right, well, there we go. Have I stressed how happy I am with this deck?
I'm thrilled. We never get to make a deck that is this consistent.
Yeah. Like, this is we take a plan. We're taking a plan and we're like just rolling with it.
Like the last time we did anything close to this was when, in like Return to Ravnica, we would have some stupid Gruul deck with the 2-mana sorcery that's like +5/+5, and try desperately to get like that on some creature to attack like once.
Yeah.
Those were always cobbled together.
Like, how many cards in like this deck has a plan, and I want to say every single card in this deck is on the same plan. Like, the only things that are like even outside of it are removal spells, but they're still part. Like, Puncturing Light is like, okay, we get a wall out of the way or something, or we kill their evasive creature that's killing us. You know, Angelic Purge is the same way. Whereas everything else is aggressive. Like, just continue being as aggressive as possible. Always watching. Like, it's so good. I've never played War of Omens.
You should not.
Okay.
Please never play that game.
More like Boar of Omens.
I keep coming back to it because it is a deeply incorrect game, and it's there's so much wrong with it that I can't immediately express any one thing that is. Like, all of the complaints get like lodged in the door, stuck against each other, trying to get through. Like, no, this is wrong. We're all wrong. They just get stuck, and my mind is incapable of determining one from the next.
So there's just it's just so many incorrect decisions they wrap back around to still being incorrect.
Like, oh, I guess there's nothing wrong with it because I can't point anything out, right? But
Yeah.
no, the point, the biggest thing, the biggest problem with War of Omens is their tournament mode, which is draft, that does the exact opposite of what a draft is supposed to do. Like, drafts have always been the poor man's option. You know, the way for, you don't have to have a collection in order to be competitive.
My favorite part of it.
You get the same chances as everyone else based on like what you could pick. But they twist that in War of Omens by letting you spend 1 unit of the pay-to-play currency to keep the deck that you have and draft again. And well, you're not drafting at that point. You just have that deck. And anytime you lose a game, you're allowed to replace 1 card with a different one. So given enough currency and rerolls, you can craft essentially a constructed deck.
And then you can
do like one of the 3 valid things. So like the only people who are playing these have the like valid deck.
That's sad. Like you said, one of my favorite parts of Limited as a format is that it is this even playing field. Everyone walks in with 0. You all start on the same place, and you build. And so sometimes we end up with something like this, and sometimes we end up with something like no, not that one. Something like I'm looking for a train wreck. Where's a train wreck?
I think our Merfolk attempt in Lorwyn was kind of bad.
That's what I'm looking for, but it doesn't seem to be there. Wait a minute.
Oh no, you just had it a second ago.
No, that was this one.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a train wreck like this that's like, what is even happening? And sometimes you end up with the other draft we had in Lorwyn, which was this perfect Kithkin deck. Like, the 2 gold medal Harriers, 2 gold medal Stalwarts. Like,
oh God. Double Oblivion.
Cloud Goat, right? So we talked about like our experiences with Lorwyn. This exemplifies my experience with Lorwyn, where this is what everybody looks like, where it's like, what is even happening? 3 Great Hearts, and you just curve into Aven Changeling, and it's like, what? This is hell. So, but it kind of reminds me of what we have going on here. But yeah, like War of Omens just lets you keep your draft after you draft.
Yeah, with money. You give them actual money, and you can keep the deck. Also, instead of playing by the same rules as the game, there are custom heroes for the draft, like neutral heroes with busted abilities compared to the regular one. So you can't like prepare for it. Everything is wrong with it. It's all wrong. I really like. Rosella asked me last night. Okay, she's like, Kaz, what would you change about War of Omens? What do you change about War of Omens? How do you make it a good game? How do you fix it? I'm like, I was stuck because I'm like, immediately I know there's stuff. Mm-hmm. I know I'd want like stuff, but like the only changes that I could think of were so sweeping it would look like a completely different game. We would keep like 2 of the same fundamental mechanics, and then like vast swaths of cards would just be gone. The whole like upgrading cards so that they are the correct cost, that would go completely away. That's stupid.
That's kind of ridiculous. Like, what in the heck?
Yeah, 0 cost cards are pretty bad when they cost like 3, which is what they start out as.
And you just have to.
It might just be 2, but still.
And you have to keep buying copies of that card to make it
right. So there's like to crystallize that experience, you can take a card called Zamgazar, who, if you don't have him upgraded, costs 5, and if you do, costs 4. And you start the game with 4 coins. So if you've upgraded him, you can have him turn 1. And if you have not, you cannot.
Look, you can have your Jace. No, it's not even a good point of comparison. Like, your Izamaru costs 2, unless you pay to upgrade it to make it cost 1. Like that's the best I've got as a comparison there.
But that's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those ideas that starts out like, oh, neat. You can make your cards better by doing stuff. And it's like, well, that's nice and all, but when the game is completely balanced around, if it's balanced at all, which it ain't, around cards at their correct costs, which is their lowest possible cost, you're making every player go through this incredible grind to get their costs correct on whatever cards they want.
That is, I've yet to catch up on that stream. I caught the first 10 minutes, which is just you figuring out how to storm.
Yeah, that's sort of the purpose of that deck. There are 10 coins in your deck, and they like shuffle themselves into your deck after you spend them. So if you have other ways of getting money than spending those coins, and you just keep buying from your bank, which in Vespital, all the cards say draw a card on them, and then those cards get shuffled into your deck, then you can just, if you have all 10 coins in your hand, you could just keep playing.
You win
forever.
It's over.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's also possible in the in the tournament mode. There's a hero who's quite good at like getting extra cards in his hand. If he has a couple Vespital cards, then he can also do the thing where he has all his coins and like all of his other cards already taken care of, and can just like bloop 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 stuff and then go on. So that's fun. The thing that's cool about War of Omens, like the neat idea that they have, is the way that that deck construction works. You have 10 cards that are your deck. And the game begins with a deck of 10 coins, which you draw 4 of. And then 4 cards appear to the side in your bank. And you can spend money to get something from the bank. And depending on what kind of thing it is, it either happens right away, goes into your hand, or goes onto your battlefield.
Okay.
And so there's this sort of lost idea of build your deck as you go to it. Like
a Dominion sort of?
Yeah, or that one Hearthstone brawl that's also Dominion.
Yeah.
Like, build your deck as you go is a neat idea, but functionally, it's like make a deck that can generate resources by spending resources and buy all the cards in your bank constantly and do like circular things. And if you don't see these combos, then nothing will work. There's a lot of synergy at the cost of like function. There are some cards that flatly do not function at all on their own, and it's almost the norm. And then there are a lot of other things that are like, okay, 10% of the time when this thing happens, this other thing also happens.
That's the weirdest thing of like, whenever you spend a gold, you have a 10%, 11% chance. Not even 10%. It's like weird, like 13%.
Right. And there's like a 12% chance. I'm like, what? And then the hero abilities are like, the green ones are the only baseline like understandable balance things that you can have, because there's a green hero who's like, get a coin every turn, get an apple every turn, get a skull every turn, and it's like, okay, that's what you understand for like a baseline. And then there are these other heroes that are like, if you feed specifically a magic to your hero, then you will sacrifice your weakest ally and then get resources at random equal to the hearts on that ally. I'm like, what in the world?
Oh god. So you have some cards that are just like, at the beginning of your turn, gain a coin. And then other cards that are like, and here's the litany. It just keeps rolling
Right.
down.
But the other thing about all these abilities that would want to be an entire paragraph are like scrinched down into non-understandable semi-language.
Oh my god.
It's like,
So you just have
so it's like feed hero symbol colon sacrifice weakest ally
sack weak ally gain
right.
resource heart.
Gain resource.
It's just like
So it's like,
what?
wait, what is this? Like, there are some cards that I read 3 and 4 times, and I'm like, I still don't know what this is doing. Why would I pay 6 gold for my bank for this?
Man.
But yeah, where the percentages really get crazy are on the epic coins.
Oh god,
So,
yeah.
The real pay to win in this game is you can, instead of starting it with a deck of regular coins, you can pay money for epic coins. And then in addition to like getting 1 money when you play an epic coin, it also has like a 17.79% chance to do this other beneficial thing.
Like,
some of them can like actually make allies.
basically I think of those as, it's like, so you're building your magic deck and you paid Wizards $500. So Wizards gave you better planes, the epic planes. Right. And
when you tap epic planes, sometimes a 1/1 appears on your side.
Or sometimes a second plane just appears next to you, and you're like, oh, well, that was really convenient. Another plane's appeared in play. Like, yeah. War of Omens.
The game is also like a little inconsistent or perhaps bugged about the rules of healing your own minions. There are certain things in the purple faction, one of which called the Yarakeen, and another that's like Lotus Golem or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That instead of getting torn to pieces or put in your library when the game calls it discarded, so leading to things like 50% destroy when killed, which appears on many cards in this game, and that's baffling.
Enemy allies.
Mm-hmm. Discard all enemy allies. 50% destroy when killed. Yeah, but no. Like, Yarakeen and this Golem thing will stay on the battlefield and just sort of gray out. And they can't be, like, interacted with anymore. But if you have a thing that gives all of your allies health, they will come back to life. But you cannot bring them back to life by feeding them apples. It'll just take your apple and sit there.
Thanks, bud.
Fucking Yarakeen.
Just gonna...
I was so upset when that happened. That's the whole... It's supposed to be, anyway, the whole point of having these things not get shuffled in so that you can...
That is indeed what 50% destroy on kill means.
Yeah, 50% destroy when killed is for the blue cards. Most blue cards are cheap and get shredded after they get used. But most of their allies have this clause on them that half of the time they get shredded and the other half of the time they get shuffled into your deck instead. So I don't know why.
Yeah, it's.
I honestly don't understand the rationale behind that.
Yeah.
Why not just make it consistently do one or the other? Like, you can't make plans on that.
No, you really can't.
It's probably not worth. I'm getting a headache just thinking back on the.
Well, there's what else? There's some Hearthstone stuff that's been going on. There's a new adventure coming out next week, right?
Sweet.
With some cool new cards.
Oh man, suddenly my bank isn't feeling as safe.
Yeah,
New
you
adventure and
get
everything.
4 wings, so 2,800. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
That your bank can still pay that 3 times.
I'm over 9,000 at the moment, so
Okay, I see. But yeah, there were a number of cards shown off, and there's some interesting ones. I'm still annoyed at the Firelands portal because, like you said, like Blizzard obviously never cares about Arena. The existence of Bog Creeper is enough to prove this.
how many of my opponents in the last 3 arenas that I've done have had Bog Creeper? And I've had to have some tree solution against every class because of fucking Bog Creeper.
Bog Creeper, like
It's ever since I abandoned the Bog Creeper by casting too many of them. And they're like, look, if you can't win when you cast 5 of us, then you don't deserve us.
no, we
I'm
don't.
like, no. Bog Creeper, no.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still like annoyed at Firelands Portal at Common, especially when they showed off Moonglade Portal, which is a rare in Druid. And it's like, oh, so you knew these were powerful and should be rare effects, but you just decided to put the mage one at Common. I see.
Cute.
Neat. So.
Well, at least it's only an adventure and not a full-on set.
Yeah, like
There's not going to be like way too many cards getting into places.
Yep, there's going to be 3 cards for each class, so that's 21 cards, right? 29 cards. 27 cards. 3 times 9 is 27. Let's do some basic math, gents. So yeah, 2 commons and a rare for each class, and then 18 neutral cards, like, you know, because they always have to have like the legend of the. You know, each of the wings has its legend and that sort of thing, and they all look quite nifty. I liked the last adventure a ton, so I'm excited for this one.
Man, they really want discard to be a thing.
Yeah, there are 2 cards that are shown off for Warlock. Both care about discard, which I don't think that's what you want to be doing as Warlock most of the time, but they really want it to be a thing. I mean, I guess if you play Succubus and discard the 3/3, you've won, right?
You have won the game of Hearts too.
Like, the game is over.
No. Coin Tiny Knight of Evil. Turn 2 Succubus. Discard the 3/3.
No, let's just go all in. Coin Succubus, this guy. Like,
I want to squeeze Tiny Knight of Evil in there somehow.
okay. Well, yeah, you can put the Tiny Knight of Evil on as the coin on there too. That's fine. That gets you a 4/3, a 4/3, and a 3/3 on turn 2. So that's good.
That's probably okay. It's pretty good against Priest. Like, I guess I
die.
Shadow Word Pain your free card.
And take 8, and then you play a 3-drop, and
Darkshire Councilman. You have bested me.
Yeah, huzzah, that's sort of the thing too, is that they showed off the mage rare, and the mage rare is not really like the portal just could have been swapped with it, and it's like, that would have been easy. It's a nifty card, I suppose. Yeah, Fist of Jaraxxus in there too. Well, it looks like there are other players in this draft who are not playing decks as fast as we were, which, go figure. What are the other...
Crazy.
Yeah. What'll happen if we run into the... There is one other player that did finish their games 2-0 in 4 minutes and 6 minutes, though. So, we have a rival.
Maybe they're like the red version of us. Like, someone had to pick up Fiery Temper.
Yeah. Somebody had to have that Fiery Temper. Somebody had to take the green. We weren't, right? Like, we just gave up on green at some point. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for next week with the new adventure because I really like the adventures. It's simpler because you can just purchase the whole thing with gold and not have to worry about like I need to craft 7 legends from a set and there's no way I can get all these cards even if I purchase 100 packs like that sort of thing. Like even with buying like a huge chunk of whispers, I'm still missing a very large portion of like the purples and such in there. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do the streaming adventures thing again. That was fun. I really like the challenge of like deck building for them is really the biggest thing.
And we have a lot more tools in general now.
Yes. Like, have you? I don't know if you have, but have you gone back to like Nox Ramus with current cards?
I have not.
It's a it's a different world because some of the ones that were like the hardest, most difficult challenges can just be stomped by a specific like any number of commons from the new set. Like playing against the spider lady with cult like alchemist, where you're just like, well, I'll just gain 14 life every turn because you keep bouncing this. Or yeah, Antique Healbot is was the first of that, but like it's very silly going back to them. For those who can, because you can't purchase the Nox Ramus ones from like the store anymore. But all right, then you're on to game 3. You know what? I'm gonna take a moment to refresh my drink. I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. So this is the curse of the powerful fast deck. We just are done so quick with this. Poto. What other nifty Hearthstone cards were shown off? There were a bunch of them, and I've seen all of the ones that have been shown off so far, but like I'm more interested in seeing how they play out than for a lot of them. Like the Zubat is a card that I like a lot because it's like a Shattered Sun cleric, but better. The literal zoo. Are we gonna have to pick every Zubat we see now?
Maybe.
Just have to look. It's the zoo. At least with Hearthstone, so far they haven't been like looking in your set files for effects.
Right? I mean, they made the 1-mana 2/2, but
Well,
that's hardly revelatory. Like,
right. That's kind of like typhoid rats. Like you're not gonna like yeah you had the strangler. What was your name for the typhoid rat?
choke artist.
Choke artist. That was it. I'm sitting here thinking I'm like you had a really good name for it, the choke artist.
It was a human assassin.
But like I mean a 1-mana 1/1 like Black Death Toucher like that's pretty simple, but like I mean in the sense of like many minds can come up.
It's not right. It's not hard to come up with that.
Right. It is. That is sort of silly that there's like dragon synergy if they're going to cycle, but also at the same time, that's a very. That's actually a very Magic thing to do. One of the things that Magic has done repeatedly in the past is they'll put powerful cards for the like last year's set mechanic in like this core set right before rotation. Steel Overseer is the best example of this. You know, we had Scars of Mirrodin, and then like, okay, that's fine. And then we had the set, you know, we had a year pass, and then the core set right before Scars rotated is Steel Overseer appears in it. And all of a sudden, like, the artifact deck gets really strong. And that's sort of by design, because they want the deck to have a last hurrah, but they didn't want to put that card in with them in the first place, so it was 2 years of that hurrah, you know? So it feels like a comeback, you know? It's like, this mechanic returns. And yeah, the card feels a little awkward when that does eventually rotate, but, you know, it serves a purpose. Yes, something does discover there's a dragon card that, if you're holding a dragon, discover a dragon. That's the dragon card. Which, discovering a dragon is pretty powerful, seeing as most dragons are, bombs, I guess. So. But yeah. I don't know, it's very interesting to see the differences in how Hearthstone deals with rotation and how Hearthstone deals with, like, trying to improve archetypes versus how Magic deals with it. Yeah. Oh, I have Steel Overseer? Okay, the opposite. So they still wanted it to rotate opposite of Scars. Like, they didn't want it to be part of Scars because it would have been too long of it being its standard. My apologies on having the wrong timing on that. Basically, I picked the wrong example for my idea. My bad. What are the odds of discovering Deathwing on it? I don't know, like 1 in 40.
Hmm.
It's say a number. I really hope we fight against one of these slower decks where we just get to run them down. Honestly, I guess it isn't going to matter. We have a plan, and we're going to be sticking to that plan very, very certainly in what we're doing. I don't know. I haven't gotten a good feel on how this has changed the limited format yet. You know, it certainly is very large in its effect. Like you get 2 packs of this set. We only have the one of Shadows. I guess there's a Pro Tour going on right now. Is it right now? Yeah, right now. Where is that? Yes, it has already started because Pro Tour Eldritch... excuse me. Because Pro Tour Eldritch Moon is taking place in Sydney, Australia. So, time differences. Oh, 1 to go.
Sweet.
How have you been enjoying the Tavern Brawl this week?
I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
Oh my God, it's I always really enjoy the novel Tavern Brawls, the ones that are very different from like normal Hearthstone, and this one definitely feels novel. You know.
For sure. For sure. It also, like, it's impossible to feel bad about, you know? Like, you play it and you get a score, and then you get the victory, you know? Like, there's nothing... There's no bad stuff that happens to you,
Yeah.
really. So, yeah. Yeah, there's, like, a... It's essentially an adventure boss that you're up against.
Yeah, and it's like you're only competing against yourself, really.
Mm-hmm.
1.6 billion. I know Gnome was talking about doing like setups where you get infinite fireballs and then the game just like freezing and crashing because if you cast fireballs too quickly, that's what happens. All right. So we are going on here.
I'm trying to go more infinite than my opponent in Shore of Omens here.
Oh. Oh boy.
Okay, next turn, actual infinite. Hopefully they don't kill me this turn.
20 skulls.
It's unlikely that they're gonna kill me this turn. I could also mess up and click a coin. That's actually possible.
Perpetual skull machines. What the heck was that? The Doom engine. Shit, that magic card, the 6/6. God, why is its name eluding me?
Yeah, this eats the slug.
Scuttling Doom engine, yeah.
Scuttling Doom engine.
That's a real magic card.
Okay, I did it. I went infinite.
All right. Good timing. We're just about to go right in. We're going right in here to the 2. And
Oh my god.
all right. So All right. Yes, I'd like to play first.
How's your hand looking?
Yeah, definitely fine. I'm like we lead with the Thalia's lieutenant, which is just fine because Thalia's lieutenant works that way, where it's fine on both ends.
And we can give him +1/+1.
Yep, we can definitely give him +1/+1. Check out our cool constructed deck. Do I want always watching first?
Let's spend all our mana. I
Yeah.
like that.
So here's our constructed deck.
Might be able to like draw planes and squeeze in 2/2s next turn, and that would be quite good.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Pretty strong, in fact. So, again, here's
Oh,
our...
plays first main.
We even get Vigilance on Sigardan Priest? Ugh! And then next turn
That's
I
kinda
get
disgusting.
to like Fiend Binder next turn, then Inspiring Captain.
Clip him away in the Fiend Binder. Yo, they call me the Trapper Keeper for a reason, bub. Got 3 rings of pain. 2 if you're in Great Britain, because they have different paper there. Or just Inspiring Captain and defeat them.
I was gonna say, like, Inspiring Captain is 3, 4, 5, so 12 damage. And if I draw a land, it's 12 damage. Then I can remove it. Sigardan Priest is like a Fiend Binder.
I have a feeling that our opponent is trying to not show us cards at this point.
Yeah,
Oh, they showed us Mountain. They think they're still in it.
that's kind of amazing. Okay, tap target land. It doesn't untap. That keeps us off of play, but I'm going to attack and hit for 8, so... Like, we already have a Fiend Binder in play.
Vigilance.
I feel so busted right now. Like, I'm just running over my opponent. Okay, what do you got, bud? Well, it's just like Nahiri's... Like, the only thing I can see is... Okay, Fiery Temper to kill my tapper. Okay.
It's decent. Crushing?
Yeah, do I, like, play the Fiendbinder here? Or
I
do
mean,
I...
Inspiring Captain gives you attacks right now.
Well, Fiendbinder also gives me attacks right now. They both give plus...
Right, but like my point is you kill his thing if you play Inspiring Captain.
Yeah, okay. Let's do the captain then.
Because like if he doesn't block, he dies.
Yeah, so we force a chump rather than a trade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love that we like have
we get a reload.
Yeah, we have a reload.
Like after all this.
I don't know how we have a yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so
we only saw 2 cards. We can presume there are other like madness vampires though. That looks like what they were trying to do.
As per usual, our sideboard is not real. We only have like a switch to green and the Geist of Lonely Vigil, which in red-black this doesn't seem like a card we need. So let's rock back. Yeah, for those who had forgotten with all of us like talking and going on about like other things and waiting 40 minutes, our deck's busted. Do I keep this on the draw? I think I do.
Kind of light on creatures. That makes me a little nervous.
Yeah. I want to keep it on the draw, though. Like,
okay.
Because we have so many 2-drops, and we also have, like, a pretty high land chance on 3 draws. Like, because either I'm drawing, like, 2s or... Like, I feel good about that.
Okay. I think this is, like, one of our worst possible opening hands. Followed up with the worst thing that we could draw.
Yeah.
For a land or a 2. Oh man, Thermo Alchemist.
I still feel fine about it.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is like a bad hand for us, which is like, okay, I'm probably going to have to just Angelic Purge that.
That troublesome, huh?
It makes 2 1/1s every time it attacks.
Holy shit. I understand how they won. Okay.
Yeah, this sucks, but, like, that needs to be off the board immediately, or else I'm losing the game very quickly. So, we do need to draw runner lands now, which is a bit harsh, but look, their bomb rare is gone. That's fine.
Wait, what they tap all their mana for?
Make mischief targeting my dome. They burned me for 1 with the devil.
This is a little embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, alright. I don't want to block with that. Help!
Devils!
Devils!
So many devils.
Okay, I can't block with this. I just need to accept the hit. Are you making mischief again? No. No. No! They're devil tribal! No!
Holy shit.
Holy shit! They have the power of devils! Shit! I can't beat the power of devils!
Sorry. You could make a 1/1, I guess. Okay, that's more like it.
This is kind of bad, because, like, these can just kill me. I'm at 8. So good to know. My opponent hates 1 toughness minions. Pretty harshly.
Maybe the Geist does come in.
Yeah, just a block? Like, I'm taking this hit. I'm likely dead here. I want to see some more things.
I wanted a mulligan, Gnome. Don't blame me for 16 lands. God, the thing I hate about people calling 16 lands bad is that I have done the math. Everyone is so obsessed with 17 lands for no reason. 16 is fine. It would be fine in a regular deck, and this one tops out at 4. So I'm not going to hear it.
Also, like, we've drawn 5 lands. That isn't the problem in this game, buddy. Like, that actually has very little to do with why I'm losing. I mean, it does have something to do with it, but the mulligan decision was more of it. I didn't expect this out of my opponent. And we have a much better read of what our opponent's doing. They are tokens. Look at this.
I don't know what we can do about that. I mean, again, other than, like, side out our pikers, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't think we side out the pikers. So let's...
I mean, if they get to, like, kill it, make a devil dome you for 1.
I mean, because, like, if we land always watching, our pikers never are unkillable.
That's true.
Like, do we want the Geist?
That grumps so many of his little guys.
What's bad here? Like, I'd probably take out a 1 toughness thing, but, like, what's, like, one of the Steadfast Cathars? One of the Thraben Standard Bear, like, the Thraben Standard Bear? Or, like, maybe I just have a opening hand I like better. Like, that's also possible.
That's probably the actual way we win.
Like, I feel like...
forget it. Let's just stick him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... Like, that seems overreactive.
Standard Bearer is fine.
Standard Bearer can attack. Did I play first? Yes.
16 lands.
Okay, alright.
That's much better.
Yeah. The other thing about... do I want that? Do I want...
I think we would rather draw action, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know that I'm going to get every 4-drop in my deck for that choice, but...
Right. For sure, for sure.
Oh, or we get the card that makes this, like, busted in our favor, you know? Actually, I think I might want Ironclad Slayer here.
Let's attack through his guy.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
And then next turn, always watching.
Always watching plus the tap. But that guy's a human.
This guy's a human, but this attacks for 4. Like, I could probably tap some other blocker. Or just Faith Unbroken. Like, Faith Unbroken on the Thermal.
Right, in case they play their, like, 3-mana 2/3 that makes an army.
If they do that, I will Faith Unbroken and remove it and attack for 5 with Ironclad Slayer. That one's very simple. Like, toughness seems like the removal I want against my opponent. Brazen Wolves. Is that enough to just get the Faith Unbroken?
How brazen are we talking?
Honestly, probably not, because I could probably just always watching here.
Yeah, that's a good non-human for us to, like, sweep under the rug here.
Okay, but the...
I'm also not going to tap the Brazen Wolves. I'll let it block if it wants. I'll tap it on combat. Because, see, he can't, like, kill here. So I'll just tap it on their turn.
Okay.
And then I get, like, Fiend Binder, which is also a tapper. Like, I get to be hyper-offensive. I have 2 Fiend Binders. This is the card that I think makes our opponent's deck awful. Like...
Yeah, they have a lot of ways of dealing 1 damage, and now 1 damage isn't enough.
Yep. So, like, they're gonna try to dance with devils here, right? Like, that's the play you'd make?
What does that card actually do?
Makes 2/1/1s that when they die, they ping.
Okay,
I don't-
so
I don't even think
we
that-
could tap those before block.
Yeah. And then, like, play an Extricator of Sin. Like, I don't want to sack a land,
Yeah,
though.
now might not be the time for the Extricator.
Maybe...
I mean, it gets us turns a planes into a 3/2, which might be relevant.
Okay, well, I'm going to... Ooh. I could also, like, Faith Unbroken here seems bad with red at 1-up.
Oh, that's asking for like a fiery temper.
Yeah. I don't get a 4/3.
It's not a 4/3 because that's a token. Yeah. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be the play otherwise. I think like flat.
I could just attack...
I like send with just the Slayer. Actually, send with both body check and why not?
I don't think I want the Priest in combat in case of... Because I don't want the Priest to die to the Devils. I'm fine with the Slayer dying to the Devils, but not the Priest.
Okay.
And if they don't have anything, then it's fine. I just play Fiendbinder and I don't care. So, Dance with Devils. Do I tap a Devil?
I think so, because that keeps the Slayer alive, right?
Yeah, like tap a Devil and then play... God, that means I can't play Fiendbinder. I can only play Extricator. Extricator's still
Right,
good.
but I mean that keeps the Slayer on your board.
Yeah, which is... Yeah, perfect. So let's do that. Alright, so we take more damage. Now with the Extricator, do I sack a land? With this hand, like...
Can we get away with not playing him? How badly do we think that there's a land on top of our deck? 12 and 30.
That's bad odds.
Yeah.
I don't want to sack a land here. It's sacrifice another permanent, can't sack itself.
Right, you can't just get the 3/2 out of it.
Like, because I'd like the 1/4 in play, because that just stops Devils forever.
I mean, it is a May.
Right, do I want a 1/4 with, like, do I want Horned Turtle here?
Horned Turtle with, like, maybe eventual ever do a thing. 1/4 Vigilance is good on this board. Let's accept that. We don't have to constantly maximize the value of every card in our deck.
But isn't that what Magic's all about?
No.
I absolutely, positively do not think it is worth sacking the land in any instance because my hand is 2 4-drops. Like, come on. Like, that is asking for it.
Right. Like, okay. Now that we've done this, there's a plains on top, and clearly we look like idiots, and we could have had a free 3/2.
Right, but, like...
But the only reason that plains is on top is because we made this play.
Yep. I would like our opponent to... Oh, they're going to play Gissa's bidding here, I guess. Yeah.
Jeez.
They are really making use of that Thermo Alchemist. And they are tokens like crazy. Yep, so because we...
Sure enough.
But because of that, we do get Sigarden Priest still with a 4-drop, which is fine. Like, the thing is, like, us sacking the land is also harmful to us drawing the land because we can't use Sigarden Priest. God, what do we want here? Like, Faith Unbroken on Extricator of Sin?
That for sure gives us an attack and murders a 2/2.
Or do we want Thermo Alchemist out of play? Like, probably not. I think murdering a 2/2 is quite worth it. Like, it's definitely going on Extricator. That's a 100%. So like get rid of a 2/2 and then swing on in with the extricator.
That's what I'm feeling. To draw some of our equipment. That would be hot.
Yeah.
True fate sense. Could save the priest for defense, yeah.
Yeah. Our opponent has a strong deck, by the way.
Yeah, this game and last they were firing on all cylinders. They found their little combo.
Oh, Lord. All right. So we're under the gun. I want that Fiend Binder. Yep. Oh, God. Do I, like, attack with Ironclad Slayer to try to get some other things off the board here? Like, that trades with 2 devils, though. I don't like that at all.
That's pretty rough. Might have to do it. I mean, we are getting an extra creature on the board. And without lifelink on our side, we do kind of have to put our opponent away before they
All right.
use Thermo Alchemists to deal with us outside of combat. Ugh.
Let's allow it. Or at least make it look like we could allow it and then, like, could have a trick. Okay, so we get what we want, which is 2 creatures off the board. And it does the damage to the Ironclad Slayer. We're going to play Fiendbinder, which is basically another Sigardan Priest. We do. I want to draw one of those lifelinkers. Oh, Lord. Do you have, like, more burn at us or something? Like, what's going on here?
Nothing for that? Really? No. Come on.
No, he's got to tap the Thermo Alchemists first.
Wait, begin combat. Ah, okay. Right, make us go through the motions first.
Yeah.
And they're not sending with a devil.
Markov Crusader, lifelink, eh? Good thing that creature is never dealing combat damage. Nice. Secret damage. Okay, this is just an all-out swing then, right?
Yeah, with the trick in hand, sure. I mean, hell, they might just let it through.
If they do, they lose.
I know.
Well, I mean, this is 9 on the table. They don't let this through.
Okay.
Luckily, that Markov Crusader's literally never hitting.
Is it worth killing the Thermo Alchemist? That feels so lame.
Yeah, it does. Like, am I going to get better use out of my trick?
Our precious trick.
Like, it could be lethal
Okay,
damage
no.
at some point.
Right, it could be lethal damage, and it could also save our guys from burn. So we save it. He gets his free block, that's fine.
I mean, I'm also for this, but I'm not a grappler. That's for...
I want to say that we're not under that much pressure yet that we need to, like, outright kill his 1 damage a turn.
The
defender guy.
problem is we go to 8 and then it's 6. Like, and if he has a burn spell, like if he draws Fiery Temper, we die. The burn's at our face. Like, that's not the real problem of burn. A Fiery Temper flat kills us. So there's no point in playing around a Fiery Temper in that manner.
Yeah, 234. I couldn't even have it in the party.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No way.
Elven lady.
There's no... Okay, Otherworldly Outburst. Okay, so he's using this to get 2 points of burn. Oh, jeez. And of course he gets the kill on my Fiendbinder now. Crap. Yeah, so this does 1 damage to Fiendbinder, killing it, and then he also gets a 3/2.
Otherworldly Outburst is crazy.
That card's nuts.
1 mana 3/2, eh?
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Also trade up in combat. I disagree, Kavanaugh.
I no longer think that we're pretty far ahead.
I'm a turn from dead on board. Like, I think you're looking at a different board than I am. Like, because if he attacked with both, I have to block Brazen Wolves, take 3, go to 3.
Chomp. Chomp.
He's got no fear. So we go to 5, we go to 4, we're dead to an instance or sorcery spell.
It should have gone with 13 land. Like I said. Yeah, the problem with 13 land is we didn't actually have enough playable cards.
Yeah. So if he has an instant or sorcery, we are flat dead. God, what do I need to draw?
Trumpet Blast?
No, Abyssinian Flight. The jump.
Lunarch Mantle?
We need the jump. Oh,
Draw all the humans. How about that?
No, that's fine. That's fine, because that gives us a blocker, so we're not dead. A blocker is what I need. Also, he has to chump. Like, he's at 3. Damn.
Does Courageous Outrider just put him in your hand?
Yeah.
So we could have drawn Thalia's Lieutenant and played it before combat? Gotten 2 attacks?
I wanted him to believe I had a trick, but yeah, you're right.
I didn't actually know how the card works.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so...
I'm-
the thing is, I don't want to play Thalia's Lieutenant because I want Sigardan Priest up. So this looks at top 4, and I pick a... Wow. Okay. We get nothing.
It's a little astonishing that whiffed in this deck, but oh well.
Yeah. Alright, so... We're still okay. Like, because I have vigilance, I have, like, always watching is so powerful. Like,
So, do the cards go on bottom or top?
Bottom.
Okay.
Bottom of the library in any order. Oh my
More
god.
thermo alchemists. More planes.
Well, I attack with the 2 creatures that can. Because the Garden Priest is not ever worth attacking.
This does enable a double block. Which, I mean, that's fine. That's still, like...
Well, he would still have to chump the other, though.
Right.
I am so scared for my life total right now. Like, he has to block both, so this is the Abyss coming at you. I assume a double block here, and, like, a block with Thermo Alchemist here.
Okay, you have no board.
And we kill off the wolves. Because the wolves can attack for 4.
Hmm.
The Abyss is still on our side.
I mean, if they don't have a burn spell or make a creature, then we can win. But there's an instant that makes a devil, right?
Yes. Well, there's
Maybe-
there's a
yes.
sorcery that makes a
Okay.
devil.
Are there
And-
any instants that make a devil? There are. Shit. So I can't just...
Frick!
Does he have it? Do we try to win right here?
No.
Okay.
He's shown us how his deck functions. I'm gonna give him the... He's just as bricked as we are. I'm really happy my life total's 4 and not 3, so Fiery Temper is a non...
Yeah, fiery temper alone will not kill us.
We don't call the bluff because calling the bluff is a loss, and not calling the... Like, you know, like... It's the 4-point decision tree, and I don't want to take the one that has, we freaking lose the game on the decision tree.
Well, no, there's... They're like... I swear there's a fireball or something.
There is a fireball.
They could just, like, peel Blaze and make that our decision's retroactively wrong.
But there's also cards they could have that make our decisions current. Like there's always... Like,
Yeah, no, I'm saying that the bluff is real. That there's...
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my
Shows your
heart.
hand, buddy.
I have to reveal hand. I have to do it. Oh, shit.
Wow, thrilling.
That was nuts. Yeah, we both just bricked forever. We saw 6 lands plus 3 plus 2 on our Courageous Outriders. So we saw 11 of 16. Whew, yeah, the Plains Paladin.
Oh my god, the Plains Paladin. Except we won. We're the Plains Paladin and we beat them.
Oh, my
To
God.
this day, I have no idea what that one Paladin like drew that failed to add to his board or do anything to my life total.
3 cards in hand, 10 mana, go. Like, best. Like,
No, I'm good. Like a weapon, a spell. I want to say like every Paladin card or neutral
Like what?
minion would have
Like-
had some effect.
I drew 3 Clockwork Giants and you had no cards in hand. I'm so...
Yeah, no. It's
Yeah.
Mountain Giant, Clockwork Giant, Clockwork Giant.
I agree with you, Kavanaugh. If, basically, I don't think they ever should have traded their Alchemists. If they were going to chump block with literally anything else.
That's they got a lot out of doing a little.
I am impressed
Man.
by their deck. That was unique.
I mean, I guess if you really do, you get all the spells that make creatures. Like one Thermo Alchemist is enough.
He was playing 2 main deck Make Mischief. Maybe not main
Much
deck,
respect.
but like they were there. Make Mischief is not a good card, but he made it function.
Well, I think his deck also rolls to the like Flyers deck. Right? Like we were fighting dirty on the ground. That was a bloody spectacle. And if the Devils can't do anything to your attackers,
Right.
I mean they can block Skulk guys well enough.
They're devils.
Deal pretty well with menacing as well, because it's like there's my extra little guy that helps me block.
That alchemist untaps from instants and sorceries. The alchemist you're thinking of is the Cinder Pyromancer that the Repster is talking about.
The one taps from red spells.
Yeah, that one untaps on red spells and is from my favorite block. It's from Shadowmoor block, from Eventide specifically, I believe. Is it from, no, actually, that's from Cinder Pyromancer. Cinder Pyromancer isn't from, that's from Shadowmoor, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Eventide. I was right.
Eventide.
That's Eventide. Okay. I'm sitting
Cinder
here.
Pyromancer.
I'm sitting here like, oh god, like, am I double guessing myself? Like I shouldn't. I know it's from Eventide because I drafted triple Eventide and had like a deck that.
God. Oh, triple Eventide, the format of mimics.
Yep. Pick your mimic.
I play my mimic and my other mimic. Mimic the mimic.
It was a metagame of mimics. You had to choose your mimics well. So some mimics beat other mimics. And some mimics were, and then you also had your mimics plus your aura.
Demigod aura.
Yeah, your demigod aura. So like, and some of the demigod auras were just like, oh, I play my mimic and then I give it +2/+2 vigilance and flying, and it's like, excuse me. And it's like, oh yeah, by the way, these cards are like hybrid mana 1, so I can never be off color. Like it's impossible for me to be like unable to cast this card. But yeah, but no, earlier, who was it? Counting Kittens asked if I had played a bunch of like the ye olde, the card game bubble of like the 2000s, and I did. I've played a lot of card games in my time because I like card games. I always have. The cider pyromancer. Those gotta have some strong drinks from the cider pyromancer. But yeah, so does that mean like our last round opponent has to be the Flyers deck, or like? I think we should be able to beat the Flyers deck, right? Like we just roll them. Like their bodies are less efficient.
We had prepared our minds for dealing with that too.
Yeah. Avacyn. Freaking Avacyn. One of my favorite one of my favorite draft moments in Shadows is a point where I like make an attack and it's like, yeah, so they're gonna play that 3/3 like, you know, the 3/3 flash flyer and make a block here, and it's like they'll trade and that's fine, and all of a sudden Avacyn shows up instead and it's like, oh no. Like, I called your trick right, it was just the wrong card. You had the one that wins the game. Legend of the Five Rings. That has a... Fantasy Flight's doing a reboot of that next year. So I assume all of your combo decks in War of Omens just revolve around, like, getting 20 skulls.
Actually, no. The skull doesn't have anything to do with any of my combos.
Oh, like
It's that like magic is more useful, so I end up like using either apples or magic as my damage.
oh right, because you can feed apple to the man.
Feed apple to the man, and he does a damage.
That's pretty powerful.
It uses different targeting rules, so if a thing just says attack, then it will attack an ally if one is available and choose at random from among all enemy allies, which is the technical way to say that.
I'm such a huge fan of the term enemy ally. Because that's like I kind of wonder how does that happen, you know? Like at what point does somebody say like this sounds ridiculous? Like or do they not notice it until it's too late in the process, you know, like
It's like, well, we've gone this far. I guess that's the technical term now.
yeah, I mean, we can't call them minions. We can't call
They absolutely could, though. They could like redo their stupid thing.
yeah. Yeah, enemy ally is basically substitute ally with minion.
So yeah, if I collect like enough apples or enough magic, then I can flush my opponent out.
Okay. But it is still a count to 20.
More or less, like most opposing decks have ways of getting their own apples, and so they gain life that way. I've never actually. I do have like other decks that are just trying to deal 20 damage. The one that plays Zamgazar turn 1 and like flush it. You pay 16 life and you have a 5 attack thing.
I love that. That is really good.
It's pretty aggressive, and if they don't have an answer for it, it's 4 attacks and they're gone. But there are lots of ways out of that. You know, like if they come up with an interceptor or gain 1 life, then they've extended their turns. And there are things that can just discard your ally.
Right. Does Zamgazar get to keep its 5 charge if it gets?
Yes, if he goes back to the deck and then you play him again, he gets to.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet.
I just like what if I just flush hatred into this minion and I get a turn 1 5/5, like okay. Would you pay 16?
It's pretty great.
Would you pay 16
like
life?
There's another card that's just called Blood Pact that on its own does nothing, but with other cards that care about stars, it allows you to pay 2 life, up to 3 times, pay 2 life to add a star to a random thing. Now, the things that it can add to have to be either on your battlefield or in your hand, so you can kind of control it that way.
Okay.
But in a lot of cases, it becomes like a cheaper life way of pumping Zamgazar again. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to pay as much life now. Hooray!
Oh my god.
So yeah, there are fun times available in the constructed version of this game. It's just. I only ever play against the AI, though.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Because things happen immediately. That's the other kind of problem with War of Omens, is that, like, if you already know what's going on, then fine, you can kind of follow it. But otherwise, like, your enemy turn comes around, and, like, cards fly all over the place, your board disappears, and then you're left staring and, like, wait, what happened? Because there's no, like, action chain to look back at.
Right, like I said...
Oh.
I saw that in the little bit of the stream I caught again where you were going infinite. In the turns leading up to you going infinite, you would play 20 cards, you get a board, and then your opponent's turn would come. They'd have 4 cards in hand. Their cards in hand would now turn to 10 cards in hand. All of a sudden, those cards in hand would all disappear, come into play, and like, and then half the boards disappear for everybody. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Like, resources go up and down rapidly. Cards like go in and out of the bag. Everything's flying all over the place, and you have no idea what happened, how to follow it.
Like, it's just like, it's literally like if you took like a full turn, like you just take a full turn and you're like, all right, well, make it take 2 seconds. It's like, all right, is that going to be like reasonable to like tell what's going on? No. Just do it. Like it is at least a simple game to like kind of like transcribe to to explain how it functions in its base. It's just also madness in other ways. Oh yeah, no. Even with how quick our games went, like our first 2 games were both 4 minutes. Like our last game was quite lengthy, but game 1 and game 2 were won like immediately. You know, there was nothing for it. However, there's only like at maximum another like 10 minutes left in the round. So,
oh, here's another thing I love. It's impossible to concede the game before the concede button appears, which only happens if you're low enough on life. So that's another reason to play the Zamgazar deck, because you're always low enough on life for the concede button to appear. So no matter what, it happens really quick. But you can be like starved out of resources and cards, but have 20 life, and so you can't concede.
And you just sit there and have to allow your opponent to go off.
Yep. It's like, yep, I'm watching this.
Yep, you sure are going off. Like there's the green card like embargo and like the freak.
There are rats that also like remove resources.
What's the one that's like you give them $6 and then just steal $2 from them every turn?
Usury. Usury is great.
Commit usury. And that like the big thing with usury that's ridiculous is you can put them in the hole. You can throw them into negative resource. Like, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's a point where, like, your opponent's at negative 13 coin, and I'm like, why is that true?
Right, because I have, like, 6 copies of Usury on the battlefield or whatever.
Yeah. Like, oh. Whoops. Into the abyss.
This time I lost the game because my bank never contained a man that I could buy.
So, the 10 cards that the bank contains is... Once you purchase the card, does it go to the back of the line, or can it just reappear immediately?
As far as as far as I know, they're drawn at random. Like every turn, your bank gets an additional card from your deck. Like from the 10.
Okay.
Generated at random. So
it can just choose
I'm
to...
pretty sure that it can't choose a card that is already in your bank, but I don't know for sure. The part that I find truly excruciating is the part that's like enemy cards that say sometimes when your opponent gets a resource, they don't. And so trying to plan around that is really monstrous. Like, oh, I guess I get nothing for this card that I play.
I thought I had 7 gold, and instead I have 5, and now I am thrown into the pit. Yeah, that's kind of... It's like when it's impossible to plan your turn. That's a huge drawback, you know. Numbit, and I think the quick answer to that is skulls. Also, like the what do you end up getting for your like daily quest things in War of Omens?
It's things like win 5 games or
Well,
win 3 games with a specific faction.
I guess
the reward?
the reward. Yeah, sorry, the reward.
It's game gold, which can be exchanged like 100 at a stretch for an oak pack, which gets you 1 card from a choice of like 3. Yeah.
And like, are there better? There's better like pay packs.
There are better packs if you like pay for a gem and then use that to open like a silver pack or something. Then from then on you can use your like game gold to buy that kind of pack instead.
Oh, okay. Oh, hell yes, Kavanaugh, that rules. Of course LSV would be the one casting that. Allow your assembled alpha to block 7 creatures and your opponent immediately explodes from taking 21 damage. Oh, jeez, this one's going into the extra time here. That mean, since we're past 50 minutes, that does mean somebody's clock, both players' clock in that game have to be below 5. Now, so to explain, you thought it couldn't go past 50 minutes because there's 25 on both players' clock, but there's 3 minutes of sideboarding, so you have 56 minutes total. So, both of them are probably at, like, less... They're at... Yeah, there we go, and there it ends. Somebody runs out of time on the clock. So, alright. We're moving into the final round against, what do you think our opponent's gonna be on?
Blue-white flyers. Like they'll have all the white pickups that we missed. And
Yeah. I feel like we can just go ahead and just like outrace anything like that. So I'm gonna say they're on green something, because like I just have this feeling they're on green something. All right.
Man, this is one of those games where the thing is zoomed out so much that I can't understand what's on my opponent's side of the battlefield. That's really a shame.
All right. So here we go. Final round. And we won the die roll.
Woo!
Good start. Sweet. We have a curve. We have removal in our Sigarden Priest, and we have, like, good creatures. Oh, they're on black. Hey, green. Oh dear. Oh. So, Kaz, I got some good news for you.
Lay it on me.
Well, we get a turn 3/6/6 first strike lifelink traveler.
Pretty good, I hear.
Yeah, let's, yeah, we can even make it jump if we need, you know. I love this deck. Yeah, just if we need to jump it too, you know, that's fine. Alright. Anyway. Okay, so fight this, please. Also cool, if they actually do somehow answer this in some manner, we can just pick up the Lunarch Mantle with Ironclad Slayer. Like, that's not... Is this a Dark Souls enemy?
It totally
This
is.
is definitely a Dark Souls enemy.
It's like someone invaded you. They show up wearing this.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put down the Priest, I think. So they played out a Ramp Investigate spell, the Weirding Wood. This set has got a lot of Dark Souls enemies in it. Maybe not so much on the Ironclad, but the Lunarch Mantle I feel so much. Okay, so 5 mana. Does our opponent have like a sorcery speed 5 mana removal spell? Oh! Ho, 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 ho! They have something.
That's quite a dude. Holy crap.
Holy crap. That fights on the backside. Shit.
Jeez.
So that fights as a 6/6 when it flips.
Jeez. Yeah.
So, yep, we're gonna take 7, because I'm not chump blocking. Alright, how do we want to do this? Like, do I want Fiendbinder down? I think I might want the tap still, but these are both... Never mind, the tap is useless. These are both humans.
Yep, until they flip anyway.
Yeah, and they won't flip if I cast a spell, so I'm gonna try and get Fiendbinder down so that I have a backup plan, because It That Rides is likely to fall. Like, if this flips, he can kill it, you know? Also, important thing about It That Rides is the first strike.
Eh.
But yeah, so if he decides to, like, pass the turn and flip out to kill this, like, we still get... Like, Sigardan Priest gets to tap one of his blockers, Fiendbinder gets to tap the other, and then he's out of blockers, and, like, we're we actually are we're short on lethal there, but... Yeah, we win next turn if I can just jump It That Rides. I assume he's going to pass the turn, though. Because Ulrich needs to fight down It That Rides. Oh, he's fighting down Fiendbinder.
Interesting choice. Does he have like a different removal spell for It That Rides?
He must have like just the like deal, like just shoot back at it. Like, I guess I'm gonna play Guardian of Pilgrims here. I'm feeling really like something bad is going to happen. I feel like he's got like a way to kill It That Rides. Like the +1/+1 just deal clean shot. Yep. Shit. Yep.
That's rather bad news for us.
Yep, that was what I expected to come down. However, I am going to just play Ironclad Slayer and pick up the Lunarch Mantle. Because then we can Lunarch Mantle and just jumps and win, you know? So he pops the Clue end step. The Ulrich flips back and then gets the +4/+4. But that's okay. Like, our life total's 28, so we're not, like, in danger of dying here. Is black his splash, then? So he's just gonna pass, I think, again, and have Ulrich fight. Oh no, I'm very happy if our opponent casts any spell. Please tap out. Oh, shh.
Not one with reach.
Not one with reach.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I guess we can kill it, but still.
Faith Unbroken, get rid of Ulrich, tap the spider.
And yep. Sweet.
I mean, I can tap it with Sigardan Priest and, like, get into. It's...
Our opponent is going, are they seriously mono white? So what the hell does that thing do? I'm seeing Iron Root Tree Folk with Reach and then a whole bunch of text.
On Delirium, it makes 3/1/2 spiders, and then it has an activated ability for black that just is a loses life.
Okay. Battle Cry, Delirium, Spiders.
Or did I play into a combat? I did play in a combat trick. Shit. Oh, God.
Donk.
Oh, I can't play Lunarch Mantle anymore. No, this is still fine. This is still okay. I think. Not really, but I need to find a way to deal 2 damage, and I'm failing hard on finding a way to deal 2 damage. My life total doesn't matter much.
I also have to, where it won't be so sure, hopefully in no time I can find it. And,
Puncturing Light beats the spider, but then he just passes the turn and flips Uruk and kills the Garden Priest.
I've been like designated babysitter of that. Whatever, people that are down. Since his girlfriend is in Spain for a lot of time, he'll be
Okay, I think I'm good still. This is really... this is touch and go here, but I think we're still good. This is still fine. So, Puncturing Light is a spell I can cast on my opponent's turn to tap Ulrich, or to prevent Ulrich from flipping, and Ishkana is going to be tapped because I'm doing this.
So we need them to attack with their 3/3
Yeah.
quite badly. Oh my god. And I sniped it. Okay, thank you.
Come on! Get out of here! Get out of here! Alright, so a spell was successfully cast.
Crunch, no flip. Oh god.
Okay, so It of the Horrid Swarm.
Okay. I'm not seeing Flying or Reach anywhere. Although they have 1 card and 2 mana.
But we can tap their blocker again. This time we're ready for them.
I'm ready for you this time, bud.
This time I'm ready. Oh. Please. Okay, so click this. Sacrifice a land. So even if they have the untap, I can just tap Ishkana. Oh,
man.
God. Excuse me while I just escaped the game where I played right into the aim high. Ugh. Oh, so he could just untap Ulrich. Whatever. We're fine. It's fine. Sorcery Speed, Mighty Leap. Like, I'm still thinking about the issue.
Sorcery Speed, Mighty Leap, Sacrifice a Plane.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. All right. I am...
Feels pretty sickening, right?
I don't even know if devastating missionaries is worth it. No, I think we just run it back.
Write them down, try to dodge their extreme bombs.
Yeah. Let's just do what we did again last time, except for, like, the same. This time I'm going to play around a spell I know my opponent has. Also, this is a pretty obvious mulligan, so,
Yay! Oh!
I can't keep
The
this.
game only mulligan into oblivion. Oblivion. God. Okay.
Oh, right, they got fixing too. Okay.
Rule turf? What? Where'd they get that?
That was in our pack. We saw that.
Oh, game trail. I thought that said Gruul turf.
No.
Oblivion. I will stand by Oblivion.
And yep. They got the
Oh no, that's a powerful guy.
Let's This powerful man is here. Well, their black, I think, is just for the activation on the spider, but I say that and they're going to show us a reason why it's not, you know? They're going to pull another mythic out of their hat. Okay. Do the thing. And that'll let you flip Dustwatch Recruit so I can't attack. Like... Oh, it missed. Alright.
Well, that's good.
This is likely the guy on our left, yeah. God, do I just have to pass?
I mean, we could also purge the thing.
Right, but that brings me off
I know.
Also, our opponent has shown, like, so many more purge-worthy targets, you know?
Okay, I guess we could ever beat that thing in combat. It's
Well,
the creature spells cost less that I'm really trying.
I know. I'm worried about that, too. So he could play Ulrich or the Spider here. Like, they're both 5, so they're 1 less with Crawl and Horde Howler. Yep, alright, yep. Lambholt Pacifist. Play another spell, please. That'll flip your Howler.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. What if I cast every spell? Yep, and then we take 3, and then it flips back, and then I'm going to play Courageous Outrider, which will
So
hopefully...
about the creature spells cost 1 less. By the way.
I think that's still fine, because we can beat... Like, we can beat this body. We can't... There's things he has we just can't beat, you know?
I
Alright.
want to draw some human off of this. Come on.
Fiendbinder?
Most powerful human?
Yeah.
Sure. Taking us back to old Innistrad, the 4-mana 3/2.
Yeah. The member of the new guard, the 4-mana 3/4. I'm not attacking because there's a 3/3 on the board that can block, and, you know.
Yeah, this game is gonna get ugly.
Yeah. My hope is that he, like, the thing is, the problem with the Duskwatch, like, I think we can beat his bombs. The problem is we're going to have to beat, like, all of them at the same time. What? Please tell me you're lying to me. This, like, I don't get to see what he picks? No, it didn't show me.
Hey, you have to reveal the creature card,
Hey,
man.
buddy! Who is this cheat?
Bug report.
Oh, puts Lashweed Lurker. Okay.
Where's the revealed card zone?
I can't even... it's not in the revealed card zone? It's not...
Man. That's Bobo.
Here's our bugged garbage. He missed on that one. Okay. Yeah, your things flip, yeah. Let's get Fiendbinder down. Yeah, you may reveal, you know?
You may reveal it, but at any rate, put it in your hand already.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's the top of deck one we saw at the beginning. It must have been their second pick. Oh, they're just hard casting this thing for 8 to make me skip my next draw step. They're not even playing the emerge cost on this. They're just playing it as an 8-mana 5/4 Veldekin Dismisser. Videlkin Dismisser, yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah. I've played that card as a 6-mana 2/2. So yeah, I don't really want to double block because I don't want to lose my 3/4. I don't think we're winning this one. Weird how...
I mean, I grant you that our opponent has mythics, but I still liked the purge on the guy. Like, the guy draws him into all of these other cards, and they don't even have to be mythics. We just get overrun. But...
My problem was that all of his big cards like that immediately, like, lost us the game. Like, if Uruk comes down, we just lose, you know? Like, that was my thought process.
Choose how you lose, I guess.
Right. Also, like, or I don't... I don't know how we were winning this at any rate.
Well, if we had gotten rid of the guy, his board would not be nearly as large. Because he played 3 creatures the following turn.
Right, he would have only been able to play 2 of those, because he had 4 mana at that time. He wouldn't have... Basically, he just wouldn't have this druid.
I guess that's true.
Like... Show me your trick. Show me your trick. Like, clean shot the Fiendbinder.
Ooh, that's something.
Do I have to get rid of this, though?
7 to transform that?
Which he has up.
Oh, probably then.
Yeah. Now, the second question is, where does Faith Unbroken go? Like, do I even... is this turn an attacking turn? I kind of doubt it. Let's get rid of the Uvenwald Captive, because it needs to be gone. Like, it's too big of a creature. Once it flips, it's the biggest thing on board. And a 5/4 at least blocks Crawling Horde Howler. It doesn't block the Blamhold Butcher at all.
Okay. I just wanted to show you that, I guess.
I don't have anything else to do.
It's gonna come back on the front end, by the way. This ain't Hearthstone.
Yeah. So what I would like a 6th land so that I could play like Slayer plus Angelic Purge at the same turn. So okay. Well, I can play Lone Rider and Angelic Purge in the same turn. What do I want off the table? The Howler? Do I want the Blamholt Butcher down? Do I want the Solitary Hunter? Do I just want to play 2 creatures here and flip them back? I don't think that's right. I kind of don't think that's right.
Well, that gets activations of his Howler again.
Okay, so you know what? I'm willing to admit that my line was incorrect and do this 7 turns late. like, whatever. It's like 8 turns late, but
Oh man, the Tetchy play where we sacrifice Faith Unbroken so that we could pick it up with Ironclad Slayer and then change what we've removed.
I don't want to attack here.
Being at 5 is pretty spicy.
Yeah. Like, the Lambholt pacifist can't attack until he plays a 4-power or higher thing. Which the Solitary Hunter can become, and also the Lambholt pacifist becomes on the flip. But I guess I want to find a way to flip Lone Rider if possible. If we get Slayer's Plate, that might flip things, yeah. That would be a card that would, like, possibly turn this. You're not wrong. Alright, so again, yep, he passes, and these things flip back to their flip outsides. Just
Werewolves. Can't squeeze in 2 spells.
squeeze in the most expensive, because maybe we can get 2 spells the next turn. Also, most power on the board. I'm not gonna chase value with the Ironclad Slayer. That's a good way to that's a good way to lose. Cav and I are trying to chase value.
Well, there's chasing value, but there was anyway the possibility of sending with the Fiend Binder to get him killed, to then pick up Faith Unbroken so that we could put it on Lone Rider. But his creatures are already too large, and
Right.
you would get back a large creature. Like that's
Yeah. Like, do I have to kill off the Lambholt Butcher here? Like this double block? Or do I keep the Lone Rider because that's actually one of my ways out? No, I have to block with it or else I die to, I'm trying to figure my way out of this game. And, like, does it involve Lone Rider being alive?
I mean, Lone Rider gets us our life back,
Right.
in theory. Like, we don't actually have anything that pairs up with him right now.
Right. Like, but do I keep it contemplating that as my win condition? Like,
I think we need our vigilance spell.
I think we need the equipment, actually. The +2/+1 vigilance equipment is probably the best.
Good old trusty machete.
Because, like... Okay, let's operate in the world where I'm somehow drawing that equipment. I play it on Lone Rider. I attack for 3. This flips and is then a 6-power first striking blocker. And then I'm alive.
Sure. I like that plan.
Like, I have to play to the win here because I'm in a bad position no matter what. Let's just assume our opponent's hand is 3 forests. They've got a whole bunch of nothing. That's effectively nothing. Alright, so it has to be that equipment or, like, because Lone Rider needs vigilance. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm not even gonna... Okay. This turn is me chump blocking 3 times and losing. There's no out.
Yeah, we did a heroic effort for the mulligan to 4.
The sensor was the way for us to get out, not the Slayer's Plate. Sensor was 4 to play and equip. Yeah, geez, I don't. So I don't think there's any changes. We just rock it back.
The only conceivable change would be like turning our deck into the white-green version where we get Prey Upon. So we might be able to get advantageous.
Against our opponent's things,
I know they tend to be larger, but there are opportunities where you have like a 2/3 and you kill their 2/2, and that 2/2 draws them a million cards and then flips into a 3/3. You know that's
yeah.
And it's marginal, and I don't actually like it. And I think that we just ride it back and run them down.
Yeah. Let's do it. Would you like to play first? Yes. I hate this. This hand doesn't do anything. This is like that
Has
hand.
all of our removal.
This is the hand I kept in round 2 and got absolutely crushed for keeping, though. You know.
The Slayer's Blade, though. Puncturing the light, their important thing. Slayer's Plate and Fiendbinder.
Do you actually think it's worth keeping?
Binder.
Or
I actually don't.
Okay, I was gonna say like
I'm just. I'd love to see the top 10. We can't, but I would love to. So there was like the Lone Rider in one of those 3.
All right, if we actually basically if I could draw a 2-drop on turn 2, this would be what we want. God, and this hand wins on a second land alone. Just a second land.
That's spicy. I like it. All right, we get one on the bottom. We in it.
I don't care.
Yes. Risk.
You don't have anything. Do I have to ramp you? Whatever.
Yeah, we get the planes.
I have a 5/5 first rank life linking trampler. This is my win condition. Fight me. Like, we saw that he can beat this is the problem. Like, Ulrich wins the game for him if he can play it and flip it, so we need to be fast.
Right. Or if he does play Ulrich, we need to draw Angelic Purge.
Yeah. Like, Ulrich beats it.
Baneslayer, go.
I love that a turn 3 Baneslayer, like, I'm actually certain isn't enough to just flat beat my opponent right now, and it bothers the hell out of me.
Trample. Glad we get damage on him. I'm glad that we would get damage on him if he like blocked and sacked, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the combination of trample lifelink for you.
All right, is Ulrich in your hand? That's basically the only question I care about.
I don't believe it. But God, I want to win right here so bad.
I know.
No!
Oh, God! Son of a bitch! So we now need to draw Angelic Purge or bust?
Or like an instant?
Oh my God! Alright. Hey, buddy. Guess what's gonna happen at the end of this turn?
You have too many problems.
No, we don't, like, throw away any other creatures here, but guess what's gonna happen to my first Lone Rider? Hello!
We're taking out a loan.
Okay. So we just have multiple Baneslayer Angels at our command.
Like he can't attack realistically, and he can't make plays. So that's going in our favor. I mean, the fight is painful.
Yeah, I would say we're losing.
We get life out of it.
We do.
And it means that we can send with weaker guys.
I think we can send team. It has 5 damage on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send everybody. Like, even if Thalia's lieutenant dies here, I'm okay. That means Ulrich is off the board. He's probably, like, because this is 9, he could take it. But I've also shown Strength of Arms, like, which is a lethal attack. Oh, wow. No fear. Alright. Our opponent is to 2, and we're at 43.
We have a kind of life cushion.
Yeah. Alright, so now we just have to play the, like, Fiendbinder game, you know? Yeah, we need a Plains, that's true. Okay, now we're up. 47.
Okay. He's
Really?
gonna play another spell.
Yeah, but attacking?
That means he has the untap thing.
He's tapping out. Oh my god.
Oh. I see.
Give me a removal spell.
And his guy gets huge.
Give me a removal spell. I don't want to sack a land to that. This card is worthless right now. Holy shit.
It's rough.
I think I have to play it so Ulrich doesn't flip, too.
Yeah, giving him a free flip would be pretty damn bad for us. Like, we don't have any dome damage. We do have to get a guy in.
I don't think I sacked the Cathar. That's not an upgrade.
Like, our opponent's at 2. The Cathar is a fine amount of damage.
Right. The thing is, it's not an upgrade because 2/3, like, if he double walks with the Watcher, he doesn't get a kill on either, you know?
Grumped by Ulrich.
Yeah. And also, all additional bodies don't work because of Watcher right now, so we need a way to get rid of Watcher, which is what Fiendbinder's here for. Yeah, freaking Ulrich is just absolutely... Grumped is correct. That's... yep, alright, so flip and kill Thalia's lieutenant.
Okay, cool. Reach! Oh my god. Wait. Strength of Arms, Lone Rider. Shit, we didn't sack the land.
Yeah, I know. Well, if we sacked the land, I couldn't activate it. If I sacked the land, I couldn't fly. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna Lunarch Mantle on the Extricator of Sin? No, like, again, upgrading wouldn't... Whatever. Nobody listens.
Yeah, whatever. That's... We have drawn a lot of spells.
Yeah.
That's going in our favor.
The thing is, like, again, like, if I can just find a way around this Watcher...
We do have time.
Yeah, I know,
41 life is kind of a lot.
we just have to play carefully.
Upgrading the 2/3 does not mean he has to jump because he also still has Ulrich.
You're aware that this needs 1 mana to activate, right? I'm going to bring that up until you're aware that this has 1 mana to activate.
Did you know this card is like probably garbage
Yeah.
and is by no means Spectral Flight?
Yeah.
But hey,
Oh, it is definitely not Spectral Flight. So I'm taking 6.
chopping us down. Right, but if we sack the 2-1, then we don't have a land in the grave for Delirium to flip the Extricator. That was... But anyway. What? Oh, no.
Oh, It of the Hordes.
No! Okay, not
Okay.
the bounce one. Well, you would need blue for the emerge on the bounce.
Oh, you're literally talking about, like, sacking the Cathar and upgrading it and stealing the 3 lands. No, I still don't buy that. Alright, so... we play Fiendbinder, and...
Like, hope he doesn't pass? Like,
Right, like...
he's just there. Oh, I have to cast this spell. Block an additional 7 creatures.
Watcher in the web is just grumping us hard. I love that I played a turn 3 Baneslayer Angel Unlimited. My opponent went, that's nice. Yeah, so he grumps the first Fiendbinder by passing here. Then we play second Fiendbinder, and he has to get that one as well. Or else he loses, because I tap Watcher. Unless he has, you know, like...
Right, or if he has the spell.
the +2/+2 one tap, or the clean shot, or the... There's 1,000 things.
Right, there's... It's not cut and dry that we win the game in that scenario.
The good thing here is that we just have time. That's literally it. That's all we have here that matters. Oh, there's another reach creature.
Gross.
Alright, if I draw Angelic Purge, I win on the spot.
Second Fiendbinder?
He has to pass if I play second Fiendbinder, yeah.
That at least make... That forces his hand.
Yeah.
And there's the possibility that they don't realize it. Man, Goblin Heel Cutter, that guy ain't.
I know.
That is such a shame.
If that was Heel Cutter...
More big plays. Woo!
Okay.
Let's draw our Extricator again. Hooray!
Yeah, and that gets rid of the Lunarch.
That could flip him, though.
Hmm?
Instant creature enchantment, and then land.
Okay.
I don't
Good.
know if he's, like, good when flipped.
Well, when flipped, he's a body. He's a 3/5. And can sack... Basically, he can stop Ulrich from getting free fights, because I can just sack the guy he fights.
Hmm.
I think this is the time where I sack the land. Because I need more bodies on the board. Like, that's my win con now, is just
We already
sidestepping, right?
squeezed in, like, 2 4-drops. So we've made use of that. Can block an additional 7 creatures, huh? Well, I'll have 8.
Alright, so if I attacked here, tapped Watcher, tapped that, he would have Ulrich, the Captive, and the Lash... Okay, so he'd have way too many blockers, so... I think an extra body on the board is worth turning off a removal draw. So Ulrich's gonna flip out for, like, basically the last time this game. I hope. I don't know, our opponent does not have the blue splash. They're just playing Lashweed Lurker for front side. Okay, so Uvenwald Abomination. Did you just overcommit? Ulrich kills a Fiendbinder. Extractor flips to have power the moment my turn starts. Active player 9. Oh, he freaking did the math. Okay. Yeah, because, like, double Fiendbinder means I think that's just, like, a lethal shot back. Okay. So the way active player, non-active player means is that Extricator of Sin actually won't be active to be able to, like, get the value out of the Fiendbinder at the moment. Yes, there is a 2-mana untap trick. We almost lost to it in game 1.
Well, I'm glad I spotted Delirium anyway.
Yeah. That's also stunning. Like, that we...
I didn't actually think that with this deck, our games would go to the point where we...
He decided that was a bigger threat than Fiendbinder? Is the captain attack at all worth it? I'm just going to play the captain and pass, I think.
Human Grey Ogre.
Yeah. Like, I could attack, block, tap 2 blockers, but he has 5. Again, if he would have overcommitted, he would have lost there, so... Basically, my plan now is to just get enough creatures on the board to win, you know? Because I have 2 Fiendbinders, so all I need is... Oh, never frickin' mind.
Great.
God.
Whiff, you bastard.
No, he got a card. We don't get to know it until I... Solitary Hunter. And that's 2 creatures, and then Ulrich flips back. And then Ulrich gets to fight again.
So this is our opportunity to...
This is our only
draw
opportunity.
removal.
Yeah.
Our enchantment. Like, the top card of our library needs to be exactly that.
Nope. I can prevent Ulrich from flipping, which is all I will do. And hopefully he, like, attacks with something that I can Puncturing Light. I don't have any Trample, or else Puncturing Light would look really good. Okay. So he activates Duskwatch Recruit at the end of turn. Top 3.
Yeah, like we deck or time out our opponent. that's the new plan.
He gets a Primal Druid, which is a non-thing, and a game trail, so... Come on, crack in with something that I can Puncturing Light. This is an overreach. His hand.
I mean, he has plan. If you really wanted to cast a spell,
I know.
You could block with your own guy and Puncturing Light it.
I know.
And considering Ulrich is going to fight something anyway, it would be like choosing what Ulrich fights. And making sure it's not Fiendbinder, like that. I know this is stupid. I know this is the only...
Spell detected.
Werewolves make you dumb.
Now he's gonna play his spells because I've unlocked the floodgates. Really wanted him to attack with something I could kill there. This is the opening. If I draw... No, is this... Oh, God! I needed to draw... Because if I block the Watcher and Ishkana... He has 5 blockers, I have 5 attackers. That's not enough. Alright, Ironclad Slayer. Pick up Lunark. Now we have a threat again. We can... we have the threat of flying once again.
Got our Dark Souls fan art.
Yep.
Got it back.
He uses Dustwatch Recruit twice.
We could have forced chumps, but we would lose both our Fiend Binders.
Also, our life total is 15. I actually can't all out unless it's a lethal attack. I need to know what you've drawn. Lambholt Pacifist. Okay. So, now, if he makes the active choice not... I need him to play a spell.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's not going to oblige.
I'm aware of that.
I know you want to play a spell. It'd be so good. Damn it.
Okay, so Fiendbinder down.
He's found the beans.
Okay, yep. I don't want to cast 2 spells because I don't want to flip down both of his creatures. I think I just want the Lunark Mantle on something reasonable here.
Like our smallest creature? Or does putting it on our biggest give us an extra block?
Gives us a better block if it's on, like, Inspiring Captain or Fiendbinder. I realize I have a minute on the clock. This game is decided this and next turn, so... I'm gonna put it on So, don't play 2 spells.
His all-out looks pretty hot.
I'm aware of that. Is he aware of that? He's gonna cast some spells. Oh, drain! Oh no! Drain life for 3. That's fine. 5 is still lethal, but drain life for 3 means it's a lot more likely for him to realize that the all-out is the right play.
No attacks at all.
Okay.
Wow.
If I draw a Purge, I win.
Do it, do it.
Ah, God!
Spider down.
Do you notice the all-out?
I mean, we lose on the all out because we don't have enough time on the clock to make all the blocks, let alone what it would what it would do to our life total. These games were nuts.
Oh no, the all out doesn't kill me. No, does it? Okay. Like, yeah, sorry, I needed one more blocker. Oh, I feel like that game was close enough. There had to be a way for me to squeak it out. I just don't know what it was.
No, I think we really need. There were a lot of crucial opportunities that we had where if our deck had cooperated, we would have the thing to do.
Yeah, because if I had one more blocker, the all out fails. Like, because I go to 1 and then I can just crack back. Man.
Yeah, Ulrich. How about him?
Bulldozer, I don't know why you have to give me a bunch of shade about a hindsight decision, so that's nice. Like, that's cool. You can please you can lay off on it, because that's how hindsight functions. I'm not really feeling the extricator, though he did have to murder it.
Yeah, like we were in the situation where he could have shined and he got killed by a mythic.
Yeah. Well, I love Lone Rider.
Yeah, Lone Rider was the stone cold nuts.
That was absolutely crazy. I'm kind of stunned we had a game where I played a turn 3 5/5 first strike lifelinking trampler and a turn 5 4/4 first strike, like, to go with it. And like, it was very silly. Yeah. But yeah, I was very happy with this, so.
It was good. We got to draft mono white.
Mono
somehow.
white. Yeah, there's no way we would have been able to, like, picking the recruiter. There's absolutely no world where I pick recruiter over always watching, seeing as always watching won us games. We don't hate draft a spell, you know? Anyway. Thank you, Kaz, for joining on this. This was a lot of fun.
I once again have a headache from trying to think through all the possibilities.
I feel like there had to be something that, like, in that. I don't know.
I mean, there might have been different lines, but I don't think that we could have made the decisions any other way at the time that we made them.
Right, like, I don't, like, because I like the whole extricator play, I think, is correct at the time because I wanted to have enough power to not lose to the spider on the next attack. But anyway, thank you all in the zoo. Hope you all enjoyed. This was a lot of fun. And hope you all have a good night.